Crestfallen and exhausted, I flopped onto the sofa and plunked my feet on top of the table. Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Umineko. When They Cry. We are reaching the end of episode 3 right here, right now. I think there's a chapter or 2 remaining or something like that. If you go by how long episode 2 and 1 were, I think. So, before we start, we are now back on, well, 101 subscribers, so I want to thank you guys for that. But before we keep going, I want to talk about a comment that I got a couple days ago. A couple days ago, I got a really funny comment, and it's very relevant for right now, in my opinion, because a chapter just came out after a month. So basically, I got a really funny comment that I laughed at when I saw it. Is that someone said that whenever I'm in talks about anything in Umineko or anything in general, whenever I'm in talks, he always finds a way to relate it to One Piece. And the thing I have to say to that is, it's accurate. It's true. I am obsessed with One Piece. It's actually not healthy. I'm very much obsessed with One Piece. In fact, just before I recorded this, I was reading One Piece. So well, I wasn't reading One Piece. I was reading the chapter. So the thing is, that does count as reading One Piece, actually. What am I saying? But what I have to explain to you guys is that I have been deprived. The One Piece fans have been deprived of One Piece chapters for a month. We've taken a month break from One Piece chapters. Okay, last time we got a chapter was like 18th, 19th of June, or something like that. So over a month without any One Piece chapters. It was hard to survive, okay? It was really, really hard to survive, okay? I mean, I'm used to my weekly fix every Sunday, One Piece chapter. Sometimes we take chapter breaks, and those are pain. 1 week chapter break, those are pain. Now imagine a whole 4 weeks, a whole month, man. 1 week I can take, but 4 weeks, no chapters. My mind was about to explode. Umineko saved my life in a way, cause I can't, bro. Don't let One Piece end. I will break, bro. When One Piece ends, my only option will be to reread the entire thing, which I've already done before. So but I'll do it again because it's been years actually since the last time I've done it. But yeah. So there are times though when I mention One Piece that is extremely relevant. Like I remember Rosa was talking about when she was solving the riddle. Rosa was talking about, well, I mean, yeah, she was talking about Tanuki, right? And I mentioned that Tanuki means raccoon, and then I know that Tanuki means raccoon because of One Piece, because of Chopper, who's one of the main characters, one of the Straw Hats, who's a reindeer but gets mistaken for a raccoon all the time. It's a running joke in the series. And in Umineko, Tanuki is also raccoon, obviously, but Nuki means remove. And so if you remove the Taz, you get this word puzzle that Rose was talking about. And that similar word puzzle could be at play here in the riddle of the epitaph. So sometimes it is relevant, but I do mention it an unhealthy amount. Do I do it? Okay, so you might be thinking, I mean, you talk about One Piece all the time. Do you do it with other people all the time as well? No, obviously not. When I talk to people in real life, I don't, okay? But I treat you guys in a special way, where when I record these YouTube videos, and I've said this before, when I record YouTube videos, I'm always me. This is me at my fullest. This is me at my most comfortable. Okay, if that makes sense. So in real life, obviously, just like I'm sure when you guys talk to others, you hold back. You hold back on the things you say because you think it's not that I'm a different person or that my personality changes. I'm still me, but I hold back because out of respect, out of this flow of the conversation. Okay, I mean, if I talk about One Piece with people that forget not even reading One Piece or watching One Piece, they're not even anime fans in general, like they don't care at all, then of course me talking about One Piece will come out of nowhere. It won't make sense, they won't understand it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys will be the same, right? You probably don't read One Piece. I mean, maybe some of you guys do read One Piece or not, but maybe you don't, and I'm talking out of nowhere and saying whatever. But with you guys it's different, because this is a YouTube channel where I'm just being me and reading Umineko, and it's my pure, honest reaction. Just completely pure, and I say whatever I want to say. Obviously, I don't say everything that it comes up to my head of. I mean, you know, I can't be saying offensive things, right? There's things you think about that you don't say out loud, okay? And obviously in my YouTube channel, I refrain from saying things that are offensive or weird or messed up or overly weird, okay? I've been weird on my YouTube channel before, I'll be honest, but not overly weird and offensive or something crazy like that. I've never done that, right? Yeah, relating things to One Piece is just something I do, and it's it's probably not a good thing. But when I do it in real life or when I talk to other people, I don't obviously just bring it up. I just think about it and then I keep my mouth shut because I know, okay, this is it would be weird for me to bring this up in the conversation. And I'm sure you guys are like that too. You don't talk the same way with everyone, right? I don't talk the exact same way to every single person I meet because I know that different people tackle things differently in that sense. Not that my personality changes, but things are different. I can't explain it properly, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Yeah, even like with close, it has to be like a really close friend. Only then will I talk about One Piece, about literally everything. But it has to be a close friend. Even family members, I don't talk about One Piece all the time. Even though a lot of family members know how much I am obsessed with One Piece. But only one of my brothers will I actually talk about One Piece quite a bit. The other one I don't, not really. And obviously all the family members I don't really talk about One Piece all the time. So it has to be specific. So yeah, I mean, I tried to keep the obsession at a healthy rate, but I just found that comment really funny. And yeah, I just wanted to start off with that. Anyway, well, let's talk about Umineko. What are we doing? Who cares about One Piece? It's Umineko now. Here we go. So last time, Eva and the rest, especially Eva though, were really panicked, I should say. I mean, they really wanted to see what's going on, right? George disappeared and Cross and Eva, Nazi did too. So they went out, they found Cross and Nazi's bodies, and then they came into the parlor where they assumed George would be because he wanted to see Shannon again, and they did. So they came over here and they found a random number on the door, and now they get inside and they meet George and Shannon's dead corpses, so dead bodies, dead people. George and Shannon are dead, and yeah. But they haven't seen Virgilia yet, which I guess Virgilia has disappeared into gold butterflies and gold dust, so they can't see her dead. But she's dead too. And Eva Beato thinks that she killed Beato and not Virgilia, so Beato managed to get away, I think. Hopefully. Actually, because if she didn't get away, then who else will be able to stop Eva Beato? We need someone to help us stop Eva Beato, and now that Beato seemingly had some character development, we can have her help us out, maybe. Well, our game needs to continue still, but I wonder how that'll go. And yeah, now the rest of us have arrived, and George's death has confirmed that none of us are safe. There's 4 of us remaining, and it seems like we're all gonna die very soon here. And yeah, let's see what happens. Mysterious number on the door. Battler realized that 4 of the numbers, well, 4 of the digits correlated to his birthday. So who knows if it correlates to dates or clock, or you know, stuff like that, or the time. Who knows what it could mean, but yeah, let's keep it going. Maybe we'll learn eventually. Maybe not this episode, but maybe eventually we'll learn. Alright, let's keep it going. Maybe all of these murders have paralyzed my heart. Instead of fright, the strong emotion I'm feeling is one of complete confusion. Dad and Kiria have died, and starting with the servants, people have been killed off one by one. And at one hell of a pace too. Yeah, it's only been a day and a half. I don't know what time the first murder started, but I'd say we're probably being killed at a rate of about 1 person an hour. Yeah, around that. Yeah, you'd probably be right. Voiceless. We believe that the boat will come for us around 9 tomorrow. Yeah, and that's in over 12 hours or something, right? It's currently like 7 PM or whatever. So, yeah, y'all will not survive. If you die once an hour, you will not survive until tomorrow. 9, at around 9. There's still a full 12 hours until then. Oh, okay, it's 9 PM right now. A full 12 hours until then, y'all will not survive a full 12 hours. I can tell you right now. How many more sacrifices to the witch would there have to be for us to survive? With the 4 of us, if one goes each hour, we won't last longer than 4 hours. It's not clear anymore if we'll even last until midnight tonight. Midnight is when the ritual stops, baby. That's at least when it stopped in episode 1 and 2. So midnight seems to be the running thing when the ritual stops. Yesterday, after lunch, we came into this parlor. At about the time that discussion had turned to the black tea that Auntie Rosa said she bought. Wait, what? At about the time that the discussion had turned to the black tea that Auntie Rosa said she bought, we kids had started talking about going to take a walk. And that's when we went to the beach. That's when we had that beach talk at the very start of the episode. Maria was fooling around. Didn't Shannon-chan bring us some cookies? Oh! I bet her cookies are better than Ronovis. Huh. She said that Kumasawa-san had baked them or something. Ah, Virgilia cookies now. Okay, Virgilia possessed cookies. Are they better than Ronovis? I probably have laughed my ass off if there had actually been a cooked mackerel one mixed in with them. Okay, well, that would have been funny. That would have gone back to the reference from episode 2, I believe, when she talked about mackerels and that and cookies and that. That's right. I'll never hear Kumasawa-chan's mackerel jokes again, will I? Yeah, she makes a lot of mackerel jokes. Oh yeah, if I only remember stuff about Kumasawa-chan, that wouldn't be fair to everyone else. Okay, I guess we're gonna make a round trip to everyone else. Let's start with our parents. Why did Dad and Kiria-san even go outside? We needed food! It's not like we died from being without food for a day. I gotta do this, y'all. Are we good now? It started bugging out. It started bugging out. Okay. It's not like we died from being without food for a day. Yeah, but you would not feel good without food for a day, okay? Yes, you can survive without food for a day, but man. So why did the gluttony get a hold of them and make them go to get food? I'll bet it was my fearless dad who started complaining about being hungry. Kiria-san, you're supposed to be the brace for my reckless dad. Why didn't you stop him? Hey, she did a good stopping Leviathan though, I'll say that much, Battler. You should have seen her. You would have been proud of your stepmom. And what about your daughter, Angie? So it is a girl! Okay, it is a daughter, it's a girl. Confirmed, finally! We've been waiting for that confirmation. Alright. She's only 6 years old. 6 years old, okay! So again, I keep getting proved right. I said that, okay, so Kiria should be around Rosa's age. And I'm guessing Angie, her daughter, is around Maria's age, if not younger. And I was right. Maria's 9 years old, Angie is 6 years old. So see that? You weren't thinking of entrusting her to me, were you? I mean, now someone's gotta take care of her. At this point, it's doubtful that even I will be able to leave this island alive. So you're telling me Angie has consistently survived every twilight just by staying outside the island? What a Chad move. 6-year-old Angie is the smartest of us all. Why are you fighting at a time such as this? Jessica-san, stop. Some kind of commotion was interrupting my thoughts. Wait, what the hell is happening between Jessica and Eva? I looked up to see what it was and saw that Jessica and Auntie Eva had started finding each other at some point. Why? No, maybe I should say that Jessica was grabbing at Auntie Eva. You killed my mom and dad? Accusations being thrown about. What? There's no other explanation. And you are actually partly correct. You're partly correct, Jessica. You're not extremely far off. All I'll say is this: you could be further off than this. Don't be stupid. How would I know anything about what happened to your parents? I mean, from Jessica's perspective, I can see why she'd think this. Who was downstairs in the guest house? You were! Mom and Dad were in the downstairs lobby, along with you! Who was left alive? It's you! Only you! Why? Because you're the freaking murderer! That's why, goddammit! You killed Mom and Dad, carried them outside, and then shamelessly locked the door. Trying to make it seem like it was the freaking witch's doing. Bat is just chilling on the sofa, like, I can't be bothered anymore, guys. Why are we even arguing? We're all dead tonight. Who cares? Bat is just chilling, like, ダメだぜ。全然ダメだ。Just let us die. Why did George go missing? He didn't come downstairs, you know. So did he disappear from upstairs? Who was upstairs? It was you people who were up there. You knew, didn't you? You knew that George slipped out of the mansion? You mean you knew that George slipped out of the guest house, right? That wasn't... Does the guest house count as a mansion as well? Is the guest house that big? Actually, I wonder, at what stage does a house count as a mansion? Like, how... What is the standard? You know, what's the line it has to cross? Not cross, not Ishiromiya cross. I'm talking about cross, like C-R-O-S-S. You stop George, he would. There's no point in arguing. No, she wasn't. She went to the lavatory. Neither of you are responsible for anything. This is only the sadness of losing your family. Nanjo believes in witches. It's all just the witch's fault, that is all. Hey Nanjo, you're the real culprit at this point. You're the only one that has no alibi. Well, I mean, Eva also has no alibi, but Nanjo, you can be seen as sus as well. Cause you... But again, Nanjo would have no reason to kill off Kenzo and the rest. Nanjo has no reason to kill off George, Cross, and Natsuya. I don't see why he would. So you two, please stop hitting one another. Unless Nanjo solved the riddle himself and has killed them so that he can get the money. He's like, hey Kenzo, sucker! My money now, I'm out! The witch's fault, is it? I wonder if that's a good way to mediate things for now. Yes, I finally understand the meaning of all the doors and windows having been locked from the inside when 3 whole people evaporated from the guest house. This is what they were after, making us think the culprit was inside and causing this ugly mutual hatred. Had to be the culprit's witch's goal. But in that case, how had the culprit locked it from the outside? It's certainly true that the master key had been stolen when Dad's creep was attacked. The master key had been stolen when Dad's creep was attacked, yes. But the doors and windows to the guest house had been constructed so that you couldn't lock them from the outside no matter how hard you tried. So that master key shouldn't mean anything for the guest house locked room. Batter, again, you're forgetting the fact that it's a devil's proof that you can hide in the guest house. Just saying, they could a 5th person could have done these murders, then hid themselves in the guest house after locking the windows and doors. So that's a devil's proof right there. Jessica and Auntie Eva were turning their sadness at losing their relatives into anger at the person in front of them. Dr. Nanjo was trying to step between them. And I sat haphazardly in a sofa staring up at the ceiling, thinking about things that didn't even matter anymore with a worn out expression. I just couldn't believe that this was the same parlor that had been so warm and pleasant midday yesterday, for just a short time before the typhoon hit. Oh, shot! Shot! I think Jessica got shot! Did Eva just shoot Jessica? Or did the witch just come in? If Eva shot Jessica, I would love this. The sudden sound of a gunshot shook me out of my half asleep trance. Wow! Wow! Wow, Eva! You shot your own niece! You shot your niece! You shot Jessica! Smoke was rising out the barrel of the gun Auntie Eva held. I I thought the shot came from the witch. I thought the witch was coming here to finish us off. Oh, or the Jester sisters using a gun just like how they shot Rudolph. But okay, Eva has no chill, shooting Jessica, her own niece, no care in the world. Jessica's rolling around on the floor, covering both her eyes. Did she shoot her in the eyes? Auntie Eva and Dr. Nigel were looking down at her, shocked. What just happened? What happened? Eva, did you shoot Jessica-san? Her eyes. What's hurting? Your eyes? You're covering your eyes? I mean, if she shot your eyes, you should be dead now. You shouldn't have the capability to scream. like, she shot your eyes, she shot your brain. You're gone, Jessica. What's hurting you? You're still alive. What's happening? It's my fault. You shot! You shot! This happened because you came at me even after I told you to stop? Eva, that's crazy! You're insane! You're sick! You shot Jessica! That's crazy! You shot your 18-year-old niece. Eva, think about that! That's wild! That is wild! This is the craziest family-on-family action that has happened so far in Umineko. Holy crap! I mean, unless any of the other murders happen because a family member killed another family member, which, I mean, we haven't seen so far. That's crazy! Why is she covering her eyes? Why her eyes? What the hell happened? What's going on? Jessica, what happened? Jessica had grabbed at Auntie Eva and it had turned into a scuffle. They had then started fighting over the gun Auntie Eva had been holding? And some movement or other caused the trigger to be pulled? I didn't know the details about whether the bullet had grazed her or whether she had been burned by the discharge. But whatever the case, Jessica was covering both of her eyes, screaming in pain and rolling around on the floor. What? It is not a serious wound, so get a hold of yourself. Okay, it's not a serious wound, that's good. So she's gonna die anyway, but... My eyes. I can't see. I think the smoke. Maybe the smoke of the gun got to her eyes? Like, you know, after the shot, poof, then the smoke got to her eyes and that's why it hurts? Maybe? Maybe, like, went directly to her eyes? But why her eyes? And not just saying it's not a serious wound, so clearly she didn't get shot, maybe? Dr. Nigel lent Jessica his shoulder, saying that he would tend to her in the servant room. What? The servant room in this mansion apparently had a bed and a first aid kit, and was able to function as an infirmary. I'll kill you! It wasn't me. You should make a song, Eva. It wasn't me. It wasn't me! I'm innocent! That's crazy. That's your own niece. That's crazy. What wound? I still want to know what the wound is. What happened to her eyes, goddammit? Come, let us go to the servant room. Jessica still continued to curse Auntie Eva as her parents' murderer. It seemed that Auntie Eva couldn't conceal her shock at the fact that she had pulled the trigger, even if it had been an accident. Step 1, denial. Coping. I didn't kill anyone. No, forget that. Forget accidentally pulling my trigger on the niece. On my niece. Who killed George? That's crazy. Crying over George right now. Right in front of you. Jessica's in pain. It isn't my fault, it isn't my fault. At this point, Eva, I guess it's too late to reveal that you solved the riddle and found the gold. At this point, it's too late. Wait, Eva! Don't go off on your own! And she's gone. I didn't know whether it was because Auntie Eva couldn't stand her mistake, or whether it was because she had lost herself to anger at the person who had killed her only son. Or whether it was both of those things all mixed together. Hey, at this point, Auntie Eva's gone to the mode of insanity. In any case, she ran out into the corridor, yelling, fearful and shouting. I was also worried about Jessica's condition, but anyway, right then, I couldn't leave Auntie Eva alone. Why would she go off on her own in this mansion of all places? Is she suicidal? She's the one holding the gun too. She's the one who has the gun. Dr. Nanjo took Jessica towards the servant room. I chased after Auntie Eva, dashing into the depths of the mansion. You're gonna turn the corner and find her dead body, bro. This is wild. After sitting Jessica on the servant room bed, Nanjo told her several times not to rub her eyes and examine the affected area. What happened to her? The problem had probably been near her eyes. I mean, I guess so. So the smoke got to her? There was a possibility that the flames from the discharge had damaged her corneas. Ugh. Yeah, I guess so. She must have been near the barrel and then the flames and smoke got... Yeah, I guess so. That's crazy. There was no threat to her life, but it would probably be necessary to have a suitable doctor look at her as soon as humanly possible. I mean, you don't want her to go blind, but at the same time, she's dead anyway, right? She's gonna die before midnight anyway. So it's not like it's gonna matter too much whether she goes to the doctor, whether she goes blind or not from this. Nanjo applied emergency first aid, covering the affected area with gauze and wrapping it with a bandage. As a result, Jessica completely lost her field of vision. It's like that Hinata scene in Naruto. See that? Look! I'm not talking about One Piece! Guys! Guys! Guys, look at that! A reference that's not One Piece! A reference that's Naruto. So now in Naruto, you know, Hinata also had to, you know, bandage her eyes. Hinata. So yeah, there you go. But Naruto eyes go crazy, bro. Naruto eyes are one of the reasons why I make so much attention to eyes, and Kingdom Hearts. Part of the reason why I make paid so much attention to eyes in Umineko as well. How all the furniture, all the witches' furniture have red eyes. It's probably because of Naruto, bro, and their Sharingan and their Byakugan and their Byakugan and their freaking Rinnegan, all of their guns. And it happened in Attack on Titan as well, now I think about it. Levi had his eyes bandaged. Right. I'm gonna try to say that word, but I'm definitely not going to succeed, everybody. When tomorrow comes, let us go to an ophthalmology. I think I failed that. Ophthalmologist. I can only assume that's an eye doctor or something, and a doctor that is good with the eyes. Okay, professional with the eyes. Ophthalmologist. Okay. Don't rub it. That freak Chili was trying to kill me. I don't know, Jessica. She does seem like she's in denial and coping. If the angle had been just a little bit off, I'd have been killed by now. Well, you're gonna die anyway. I'll definitely turn her into the police. Whew! With her solving the riddle the epitaph and knowing what the goal is. Eva will not do such a thing. That was an accident. Well, it was a very close accident. Oh, Jessica's convinced. She's the only one on the first floor of the guest house. And the thing is, she isn't 100% wrong. She's more like 98.5. Oh, 98 point... what? 79% wrong. I think that was the percentage that the Chester sisters. What was the percentage of the Chester sisters hitting their shot? It was like 98.79% or something, right? That's how much that's how much percent wrong Jessica is that it was Eva. But there is a small percentage that she was right, considering it's a younger version that that did the killings. Oh no, I think it was 97.89%, 97.89% or something like that. So that's the percentage chance that Jessica's wrong. The other percent is that she's right because younger version of Eva, the witch, is behind the murders, and she created her. So.
それを見てしまったジョージ兄さんも口封じに殺したに違いない
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that's a bad theory though, Jessica. I understand thinking that she killed mom and dad, cross and Nazi, but for her to kill George as well, her own son, that's wild.
小さまや使用人の人たちだってそうさ
Nah, I can't agree with that. Look at the way she cares for George. All she cared about was George. Nah, there's no way. That would not. If you flip the chessboard, that doesn't make sense, Jessica. No way she'd kill George.
きっとあいつは夕べの親族会議の途中でこっそり抜け出しみん
Although
なを殺したに違いない
although she did create the persona that would eventually kill George, it wasn't her herself, and that's why you're 98.7, no, 97.89% wrong, or something like that. I'm sure she snuck out of the family conference last night and killed all of them.
もしそうならば警察が調べればすぐにわかることです。
That is the case, then we will know as soon as the police investigate. Yeah, Jessica does not have the patience for that.
警察はすごいですぞ。鑑識の手にかかればわからぬことなどありません。私たちは誰かを疑ったり恨んだりする必要などないのです。すべて警察が解決してくれます。
The police will resolve everything.
だからジェシカさんは今は体を休め、目を楽にすることに専念するのです。
If the police can resolve everything, then why don't the police explain the Men in Black, huh? How do they exist? Do the Men in Black exist? Do they really kill people who see UFOs? Do they really just make them disappear, just like that? Will I disappear too? I mean, I've never seen a UFO. At least I don't think so. I don't think I don't think I'm one of their targets, but you know.
あまり眉間にシワを寄せては目にはもちろん美容にもよくありませんぞ。
If you wrinkle your forehead too much, it will do no good. It will do no good for your eyes, of course, and nothing for your looks either. Yeah, that's another thing. You don't that this wound that she's got in her eyes now. That's not going to look good on her face eventually. Hopefully, it doesn't leave any permanent scars or nothing. But I don't really. Again, I'm not an ophthalmologist. However you say that word. So I don't really know what sort of scars would remain from this in your eyes. Indeed, when Jessica had grown agitated in her verbal abuse of Eva, she had naturally started glaring, and the pressure on her eyes hurt her. That makes sense. Jessica herself soon realized that the more she talked, the more the wound would hurt. And regardless of whether she had overcome her suspicions of Eva, she regained her composure for the time being. Yeah, Nazi's very, not Nazi. Well, she's also very emotional. But Jessica is very emotional. She's an emotional girl, similar to her mom. Her mom can get very emotional very quickly.
あいつが殺したんだ父さんや母さんシャロンやカノン君
She had heard that Canon had been killed in the chapel. Jessica still hadn't seen his face after he had died. That's true! George got to reunite with Shannon. Jessica didn't get to reunite with Canon. That's crazy. Oh. Jessica's now less fearful about the fact that she might go blind, and more frightened that the police would carry Canon's corpse away while she still couldn't see, and that she would have to say her final farewell without being able to see his face. Her anger at the culprit and her sadness at the death of the person she had liked. Those mixed emotions provoked her tear ducts. But right now, tears were actually painful for her. Yeah, she should try not to cry, because tears would probably be very painful at this time. so she wasn't even permitted to leisurely remember the late Conon's face. Jessica could do nothing but sit on the bed and let her head droop, withstanding the pain. You're gonna leave Jessica alone? Don't leave Jessica alone. I hope she's not too shaken by this. Letting out a small sigh of relief that Jessica had calmed down for the time being, he stuck his head out into the hallway to look for any sign of the others coming back. Hello. Hello, Eva Beato. How you doing, Eva Beato? Are you gonna kill Nanjo first? They met eyes. Nanjo, unable to understand who this person was bewildered for an instant.
視力を失った人間って反魔法力も対魔法抵抗力もゼロになるんですって。
I hear that people who have lost the power of sight have zero anti-magic power and zero magic resistance. So you're telling me my anti-magic power is low? Because my power of sight is lower than the average human, unfortunately. I do have to wear glasses. What about that?
つまり今のあんたはアイソレーテッドポーン。
Isolated the pawn. I like the way she said that.
意味がわかるかしら。
Understand what that means?
なんですと?
What did you say? Nanjo, you're the next victim, and so is Jessica. You're gonna die. Me and Eva are going to be the last two remaining. As always, Batter survives till the end. What a goat. There was no possible way that Nanjo could have understood who the person in front of him was. And there was certainly no possible way that he could ever have understood what she had just said.
南條先生、どうしたんです？
Dr. Nanjo, what's going on? Unable to see, Jessica couldn't tell what was going on except by whatever voice she heard. But since she had heard Nanjo say something with an uneasy tone, she tightened up, thinking that something bad might have happened. Please don't kill me! I have a sick grandchild? You do? This is the first time I've learned of this. I know you have a kid, I know you have a child, and that your child is like the owner of your clinic that you stopped working at. But I didn't know you have a sick grandchild. I can't die here? Well, you will, unfortunately. For mercy's sake, spare me! Dr. Nanjo! Jessica couldn't do anything except call out from the bed. Judging by the tone of his voice, Nanjo was in the corridor being confronted by someone. And he was scared. There was no doubt that at this very moment his life was being threatened. Yamero!
第9の晩に魔女は蘇り、誰も生き残れはしない。
The witch revives and none shall be left alive. It's the ninth twilight. The witch pointed the end of her gold staff at Nanjo. And even though he didn't know what she was planning to do, Nanjo imagined that she must be trying to take his life. Who's out there? Answer me, Dr. Nanjo! Those are some great screams. Ooh! Bang! Oh, and that shot is definitely going to make Jessica think that it's Eva. Especially because it is Eva. Maybe she's gonna recognize the voice, but her dolphin laugh, I don't know. Maybe she wouldn't recognize the voice. Eva does not have a dolphin laugh. A sharp sound echoed. And tapered to a point just as sharp, the elongated tip of the golden staff was stuck straight into Nanjo's forehead. Oof, so what does that have to do with a shot? I thought it was a shooting, I did not think it was a stabbing. Okay. Jessica, who had only had her ears to help her try to grasp what was happening, had no clue what was going on. But even so, she was able to realize that with that sound, Nanjo had died. And the person who had killed them was now in the corridor right in front of the servant room. Furthermore, since she couldn't see, she wouldn't even be able to run away, much less resist. That's rough. Let's check the character file for Nanjo's death. Nanjo! Corpse discovered in the hallway outside the servant room in the mansion. The murder weapon is assumed to be a gun or spear-shaped object. On the last push, one last push and he too would probably have been home free. But at the last possible moment, she did not permit him that. Upon discovering that she was in a life or death situation, caught like a rat in a trap, Jessica felt her blood run cold.
Ah, Jessica. かわいそうにね。目を怪我しちゃったのね。なら、あなたは逃げることもできないわね。今から南條の死体でたっぷり遊ぶわ。
Alright, she's gonna play a whole lot with Nanjo's corpse now.
それに飽きたら、次はあなたを殺してたっぷり遊んであげる。
When I get bored of that, I'll kill you next and play a bunch more. Dolphin laugh.
いいえ、せっかく目が見えないんだもの。
It's not every day that you get blinded, right?
殺してからだけじゃない。殺す前にもたっぷり遊んであげるわね。
I won't wait until I kill you. I'll play with you a bunch before I kill you too.
そこでしばらく震えながら待ってなさいね。南條の死体で私がどんな風に遊ぶのかをたっぷり想像しながら。
You say it's not every day you get blinded, but you're a witch. You probably have the ability to just blind people if you wanted to, no? Struck with fear, Jessica let out a frail scream. She really wanted to scream in a much louder voice, trying to get someone to help her, but she couldn't. When a person is faced with true fear, it clogs up their throat. Right now, Jessica could barely even breathe. She searched around with her hands, trying to find some way to escape. But even though she knew this room well, just being unable to see made it like a locked room of darkness. She bumped into some shelves or something, and some tins of sweets and bottles and things fell down from them, hitting her on the head. Ouchies! As she was now, even protecting her head to block them wasn't working out. She was becoming painfully aware of how very pointless humans become just by losing their sense of sight. Of course, she had no time to appreciate that. She crawled around as much as she could, trying to escape that place. But she kept bumping into things that she didn't understand, getting hit by various falling objects. And it felt to her like the entire room was alive, bullying her and refusing to let her escape. Then she heard footsteps from the presence in the hallway. And then a voice. "Battler's back to save you with Eva! Eva! He's gonna confront her own witch! Let's see how that goes!" The person had probably peered into the room since Jessica was making so much noise. I guess it's just Eva Beato herself. Sit on the bed and wait quietly like a lady. Pause. Pause. Eva Beato, pause. Phrasing. Phrasing. Please. Phrasing. Eva Beato, you're better than this. Don't be like your freaking furniture, like the 7 Steaks. You need to be better with the phrasing. Damn. Come on. Come on. Pause.
令状にふさわしい素敵な真っ赤な死に装束を与えてやるんだから。あなたを見つけた人が失神してしまいそうになるくらいのね。
Dolphin laugh. This is why Eva Beato exists. Her dolphin laugh. She just dolphin laughs. Just a short while ago, she had sworn that she would kill the culprit if she found them. However, she was now all too powerless. She couldn't do anything except let out a feeble scream and crawl around on the floor, bumping her head into the bed and the legs of desks. They're dead. You better hope Battler or something saves you. Hey, you screamed for my name! I don't know if I'll help you. I don't know. Where's Auntie Eva? I'm chasing after Eva. I don't know if I can help you right now. Canon, yep. I was gonna say. She's probably gonna mention Canon. Yep. I was going to say, but I clicked before I said it. So then, yeah. She's gonna mention Canon! Imagine Canon comes to save her right now. That would be wild. In the corridor, as the witch thought of how to toy with Nanjo's life, a single gold butterfly secretly watched that scene from the corner of the hallway. Hey! Beato's watching the scene! It's Beato! Beato, don't interfere. You don't want to die now. Come on, you're the one who's supposed to be in the game board. You can't be dying now, Beato. It was Beato who had barely escaped with her life once before. Don't interfere. The gold butterfly softly returned to human form. Its form was faint and transparent like a lace curtain. Even just the power to hold a human form had become scarce for her. Right next to her, Ronove also appeared. Oh! Sup, Ronove?
ジェシカも生き残れはしないでしょう。もとより誰も生き残れはしませんが。
Jessica will be unable to survive, although no one wants to be left alive since the beginning.
あやつ、カノンに恋心を寄せて、わらわはそれをもてあそんだことがある。
Yes, you have.
しかしそれは魔女として恥ずべきことであった。
However, I know that now to be something safe. I know that now to be something shameful for a witch, yeah.
愛とは一なる元素。
You've mentioned this before! Love is the single element. I've heard this before. Love is the single element of the universe.
恋心はそれ以上に純粋で尊いものでございます。
Love is the single element of the universe. I've heard this before. Romantic love is even more pure, more sacred.
なぜかお嬢様はとてもそれを嫌われますが。
Love is a single element of the universe, and without love, it cannot be seen. That's what she said. I remember her saying that in episode 2. Whatever that means. Love is a single element of the universe. Though for some reason you hate it very much, my lady. Yes, she does. And I think when we find out the reason why she hates love so much, we'll find out why she hates Shannon so much. Because she especially hates Shannon, I feel like. And I want to know why. What is it about love she hates so much? The way she was screaming at Shannon, saying she was furniture, she'd never find love, she'd never be reunited with George. What was that about? Considering she said that love is a single element of the universe. Because she can't find it. She hates what she can't find. She can't find love. Nobody loves her because she's felt lonely. Is that the explanation?
お師匠様は言った。
Master told me.
魔法とは人を幸せにするためにあると。
Melting. Oh, it's this soundtrack where there's some freaking kid talking to me. I don't like it. Why is a kid talking to me? You guys hear this soundtrack, right? It's played before. There's some kid going like, shut up! Why is that in the soundtrack? It's creepy. When I first heard it, you guys can probably go listen to when I first heard it. I was creeped out, but I was like, what the hell? There's someone talking to me, man. Magic exists to bring people happiness. Alright, the kid I can talk to my ears, I guess. Is it even a kid? I don't know. Sounds like some baby going like, if something to the power of
わらわもかつてはそれを知っていたはずだった。
I'm sure that I knew that once. Yes, you did. You don't remember a time when you were human, but you did knew that at some point. You guys can hear the baby talking right now. But why do you hate love so much? Is it because you're lonely? In your 1,000 years, nobody cared about you? You're lonely for 1,000 years? What happened?
そしてそれを忘れた時からわらわは魔女ではなくなっていたのだ。
魔女。
だからわらわはバトラの対戦相手の資格を失っていたのだ。
So I lost the qualifications to be Battler's opponent. I mean, you lost the qualifications to be Battler's opponent from the get-go. You're never a witch from the get-go, based on that definition.
まさかお嬢様ジェシカを助けるおつもりですか
Surely you do not intend to rescue Jessica. Beato, you should protect yourself at this point. You're very vulnerable right now. Alberto can kill you very easily if she wanted to. Virgilia sacrificed her life to protect you. Leave it for another game board. He can't protect Jessica. That would be dangerous, I agree.
分かっておる。どうせ助けても黄金鏡の扉が開けば魔女の宴の慰み者。
Even if I save her, she'll become a plaything of the witch's banquet when the door to the Golden Land opens. The banquet? The banquet of the Golden Witch? That's what this episode is called. Why is it called the banquet? What banquet is gonna happen? What? Will we find out more about that in the tea party? Is that what the banquet is? Is that the tea party?
しかしそれでもあやつの殺し方に比べれば数段慈悲深い。魔女の宴は恐るべき方法にて命を奪う。二度は奪わん。
But even so, that would be much more compassionate than the way that person would kill her. The witch's banquet steals lives in a terrible way, but it does not do so more than once.
生死をもてあそばぬ。
It does not toy with life and death. Is that true about the banquet?
しかしあやつは違う。
She's different.
何度でも殺す。
She kills over and over. But I wonder who used to do that as well.
面白半分で殺す。
She kills for fun. You see that as a bad thing now, right?
そこにはわずかほどの慈悲もない。
There's not even a trace of compassion there.
わらわはせめてジェシカをそのような残酷な運命か
I
ら
want to
救いたいと
I
思う。
want to at least save Jessica from that kind of cruel fate. Beato, whether you succeed or not, the fact that you're risking your life for this, now you know what it feels like to risk your life, by the way. And, you know, just to know the meaning. I feel like you know the meaning of life. The fact that you're risking your own life to try and save someone else's life. You see what I mean, Beato? Like, now you know the meaning of it, right? Eva Beato doesn't have to be scared of losing her life, but you do at this stage. And, you know, I'm liking this character development from you.
確かにそれを行うことは良き魔女として称えられることでしょう。
Certainly by carrying that out, you'll probably be praised as a good witch.
しかし新しきベアトリーチェ様はすでにお嬢様のことを敵視なされています。もう一度姿を見られることがあったなら今度は逃れる術はありません。
It's true, if Beato was to be seen again, she would have no way to escape this time.
ジョージをシャノンに任せた時わらわは思い魔女とはどういうものなのか、そして魔法とはどういうものなのか
When I reacted George and Shannon, with Shannon, I finally understood what a witch is and what magic is.
わらわは魔女だ。
I am a witch.
魔女であらねばならぬ。
I must be a witch.
そしてバトラーの対戦相手だと認められる。今度こそバトラーに魔女だと認めさせなければならぬのだ。
And I must be acknowledged by Battler as his opponent, and I must make him accept him as a witch this time at last. I mean, if you make him accept you as a witch this time at last, you'll win the battle, Beato. You know that, right? Battler cannot accept you as a witch. That is his losing condition. You know that, right? He'll acknowledge you as an opponent, but not as a witch.
なんか険しいかもしれない。しかし今ここでその一歩を踏み出さねば。わらわは魔女を名乗れぬのだ。
However, if I do not take a step forward here now, I cannot call myself a witch. You know what? I'll retract my earlier statement. I think Virgilia will be proud of you for doing this right now, Beato.
お気持ちはわかりますが、どうやってお救いになるつもりです？今のお嬢様の身に使える魔法は多くありません。
What's the baby even saying? So I was trying to listen to what the baby was saying there, and the baby went, on the standpoint that I knew what the what frick you, baby! Stop talking in my ears!
シャノンを蘇らせる時ですら、ジョージの力を借りたではありませんか。
Did you not have to borrow George's power even back when you revived Shannon?
だからこそジェシカだけは救えるかもしれぬのだ。
For that very reason, I may be able to save Jessica at least.
今あやつはカノンに助けを求めている。
She's begging for Kano to save her right now.
その思いの力を借りればわらわの魔力にてもう一度冥府の扉を叩けるかもしれない
If I can borrow the power of that emotion, I may be able to knock on the doors of Hades once again with my magical power.
叩けはするでしょう。しかし魔力を使い切ります。新しきベアトリーチェ様にもし見つかったら本当に逃れる術はありませんよ。
You would use up all of your magical power. If you were to be spotted by the new Beatrice somehow, you would truly be without a method of escape.
私はすでにお嬢様の執事ではありません。
I'm no longer your butler, my lady.
いざという時お助けすることはできませんので。
Understand that I cannot assist you if the situation worsens.
承知しておるわらわ数えることもできぬほどの命をもてあそび奪ってきた何かその罪同じ数だけの命を救うことでしか
I've toyed with and taken more lives than I can count, so I may not be able to compensate for that sin except by saving the same number of lives. And that, you know, since you've lived for 1,000 years, that may be a long while yet for you to be able to do that. But just that resolve, I like it. I like that resolve, Beato.
もとよりわらわに失うものなどないわ名も魔力も引き継ぎ今や魔女とも認められにただの黄金の蝶
I have nothing to lose in the first place. I'm just a golden butterfly who has passed its name and magic power on, and who's no longer accepted as a witch. But you do have to lose your life, no? If Eva Beato kills you here, there's no way of escape. You won't even be able to go back to your game board with Battler, because that's gone. Your game board is gone. You'll die. You're part of the game board. You'll die, Beato. You're not just a golden butterfly at this stage, are you?
バトラ様はどうなさるのですか
Exactly. Battler can't be your opponent anymore if you die.
ゲームの途中です。
On a standpoint that I knew that from a standpoint
彼はお嬢様がお戻りになるまで待つとおっしゃいました。
he has said that he would wait until you return, my lady.
ここで果てるようなことがあっても良いのですか
Is it alright for you to expire here?
お嬢様にはバトラ様の向かいの席に戻る義務があるんです。
You have a duty to return to the seat across from Battler Sama, my lady.
だからこそだわらわにしか救えぬ命があるならばわらわはそれを救う
If there is a life that only I can save, I choose to save it. It's true, Ronove. If Beato doesn't choose to save Jessica's life here, then she definitely won't be able to go back to being on the seat next to Battler or across from Battler. So she's gonna have to do this either way.
そして魔女と認められるぞ
And I will be accepted as a witch. That resolve is what I like right there.
わらわは魔女にならねばならぬのだ
I must be a witch.
これが試練であるならばこれまでの悪行に見合わぬ幼稚なものよ
If this is a test, it is a very childish one, unfitting for the evils I've committed until now.
さあ姿を消せドンかつて黄金の魔女と呼ばれた一匹の蝶最後となるかもしれぬ魔法を見るがいい
Watch what may be the final magic of a single butterfly who used to be called a golden witch.
かしこまりました。黄金の魔女の名に恥じぬ魔法、拝見させてもらいます。願わくば、それが最後の魔法とならぬこと。
I pray that will not be your last. Okay, so Ronove. Alright. Ronove is kind of on Beato's side here. Alright, good to see.
行け我が友よ
Out of everything else in this conversation, this is the one, bro. Out of everything else, she didn't say, "Go, my servant. Go, my furniture. Go, my friend." And that ties back to Kinzo. You know how Kinzo, when talking to Genji said, "I'm your furniture, Kinzo. I'm your servant. I'll do whatever you want." And Kinzo's like, "No. Stop treating yourself like furniture. At this stage, You're my friend, Genji. I want you to stay by me as a friend. Alright? And then Genji says, oh, I'm very honored, or something like that. It ties back to that, but also, it shows off the character development of Beato to see Ronobe not as a furniture, not as a butler, but as a friend? From a standpoint.
もしインクが足りるなら我が愚かなる生涯を記して同じ道を歩もうとする愚か者に手渡せ
There is enough ink, pen the story of my foolish life and handed it to some fool attempting to walk the same path. So you don't let history repeat itself, basically.
さらばだ殿
Farewell, Ronobe. Oh man, dude, guys, if you watched the beginning of this episode, or even like 10 parts ago in this episode, and or even maybe like 12 parts ago or something, and you watch this now, I have done a complete 180 for Beato. I don't want Beato to go now. She says farewell, Ronobe, but I don't want this to be Beato's last time, because for me, you guys have to understand. You might be like, I mean, you're a hypocrite or you're contradicting yourself, and I know what you're saying, but also for me, I believe that people can redeem themselves, okay? And if they die, they're escaping that. They're escaping their redemption. They're just dying without redeeming themselves, and I don't want that. I don't want Beato to go here. I want her to keep going to save lives and to prove that like you can walk the path of shame, but come back a better person for it. All right? Because I truly believe you can make mistakes, but you can come back and learn from them and see your past self as a mistake, as a disgusting person, and then learn from those, okay? So for me, I actually don't want Beato to go here. I hope Beato succeeds, or at the very least, even if Jessica dies, Jessica will survive for the next big game board. We're fine. I want Beato to live. This is like some... Oh god. Alright, yes, I'm gonna mention One Piece again. This is like the Robin I want to live moment, okay? I want to live, okay, from One Piece. Alright, fine, I'll stop. Freaking hell. I'm gonna get a comment again about how I always read something to One Piece, god damn it. Bye, Ronobe. Alright, it's your time, Beato. Show me what you got. Show me how you're gonna save Jessica. Show me the path of Hades. This is the chapel. You've gone to the chapel. Okay. Open the door to Hades now. You can do it. Oh! 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 Yo! 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 I'm not Jessica! I ain't Jessica! But hearing that voice for the first time in like so many hours of playtime, after like over 30 parts, Kam's been dead for so long. Just hearing his Ojo-sama so calmly, as if he's got everything under control. My lady, he's coming here. Ojo-sama. He's like a knight on a white horse coming here to save his princess. This is beautiful. Honestly, even I could be his princess at this point. That voice relieved even me, yo. Like, my eyes are fine. I ain't about... Oh, at least I hope not. I ain't about to be killed. But, yeah, yo. Hey, yo, I hope... You know, I wish I was Jessica. I wish I was this princess. This voice soothes even me. That's wild.
僕はいつだってお嬢様のすぐそばに控えております。
I am always waiting by your side. That's crazy. Beato went from toying with them, with their relationship and Jojo and Shannon's relationship, to doing this. Oh. Jessica thought that she had just heard Conan's voice. She looked around with She looked around! What? How can she look around? She's blind right now. She looked around with unseen eyes, but of course there was no way for her to see anything. Yeah, that's kind of dumb. Looked around. Ridiculous. On the contrary, that action caused her head to tilt the desk again. The way she's saying Tasukete so softly. I don't care. I'm gonna mention One Piece again. It's like that Nami moment in Arlong Park. I don't care. It's like I even remember the chapter. Chapter 81 of One Piece. Episode like 30 something. I don't know. I know the manga better than the anime for One Piece. But like episode like 37 or something for One Piece. Freaking Nami stabbing her shoulder. This guy, similar situation. She's stabbing her shoulder. Then Luffy's just standing there. She looks at Luffy, drops the knife. Luffy! Tasukete! And then Luffy puts his treasured shred on her. Of course I will! Wakarimashita! Let's go, Kanon. Kanon, do the Luffy. Scream and do the Luffy, come on. The walk to Arlong Park. I still remember it. That's like the moment when One Piece turned goated.
Hi, Ojo-sama.
Okay, he's a lot more calmly than Luffy, but let's go! Yes, I don't care anymore. I'll help you too. I'll relate it to One Piece. I don't care what anyone says. I will help you. You were alive? This time, she thought that she had heard his voice clearly. Jessica jumped in surprise, banging her head against the desk once again.
Ojo-sama, どうか心を落ち着けてお聞きください.
I like how it's black and then Kanon's talking. It kind of mirrors how Jessica's blind right now, can't see. So us as the readers also can't see, and it's just we're also just hearing Kanon's voice in our hearts, in our heads. And I really like that. That effect. That's well played by the visual novel. I just want to compliment that real quick. That little effect.
残念ながら僕は生きてはいません.
Unfortunately, I'm not alive. Huh?
僕はすでに死んでしまっています.
And then whenever Jessica hits her head on a desk or something, we go back to the actual cemetery room scene, so we get to see it. I like that. I like the way that works. I like that. Well played.
ですが、あの魔女がお嬢様の危機を僕に知らせに来ました。そしてわずかの間だけお嬢様に手助けできる時間をくれました。どうか心をもっと落ち着けて、そうすればお嬢様にも僕の姿が見えるようになります。
Jessica obeyed those words. She chased all idle thoughts from her head and relaxed her breathing. Her heart actually felt like it was going to explode after hearing the voice of the loved one she thought was dead. She resisted that with all of her strength. I can see you, Kanon. When she did, she could feel that Kanon-kun really was right in front of her. Even though she was unable to see, somehow she was still able to sense him clearly. I see you in your blue eyes, my lady. I can definitely see you, Kanon-kun.
僕は魂だけの存在です。だからお嬢様に触れることはできません。こうして言葉をかけることしかできない。それだけしかできないか弱い存在ですが、それでもお嬢様の力になれるはずです。
I'm a weak existence which can do nothing more than talk to you like this, but I should be able to be of some aid to you, my lady.
言葉だけなの？カノン君に触ることはできないの？
Pause! Jessica, pause! This is an emotional moment. Pause, please.
僕は今 ろうそくの煙よりも儚い存在です。聖者であるお嬢様に触れられればたちまち書き消えてしまうほどに。
Smoke from a candle?
だからどうか触れようとしないでください。
It's true, that will be harassment.
僕もお嬢様
Pause!
抑えているのですから。
You're dead! Pause, it's fine! Some other time! God damn! Yo, dude, rewrite this, please! Come on, what is this? Well, not rewrite this, but rephrase yourself, Canon. This is bad.
それよりお嬢様、
More importantly,
よく聞いてください。新しい黄金の魔女は残酷な心の持ち主です。
it's a cruel version of Eva.
必ずやお嬢様をひどい目に遭わせようとするでしょう。この部屋から逃げ出し隠れなければなりません。
You must escape from this room and hide.
どうやって？
どうやってどうして I thought it was どうして I guess there's multiple ways to say how. どうやってどうして I don't know.
私は目が見えない。
I can't see anything.
静かに僕がお嬢様の目になります。
I will be your eyes, my lady.
僕がかける言葉に従って動いてください。まずそのまま3歩這い出て、それから立ち上がってください。今お嬢様がいるのは机の下です。
You're currently under the desk, my lady. Idiot.
そのまま立てば頭をぶつけます。
You stand there, you'll hit your head.
机の下だったのか。わかったよ。
1、2、3.
2、
3.
3
There you go. You can count to 3. Congratulations.
立つぜ。
Standing up. 1、2、3. Standing up.
お上手です。次は時計で言う9時の方向を向いてください。
Alright. Turn towards 9 o'clock. Okay, there you go. You can do this.
はい、お上手です。
Well done.
なんだか恥ずかしいぜ。
This is pretty embarrassing. Just don't rub your eyes. Remember what the doctor said. Remember what the doctor that's currently being tortured by dying multiple times over. Remember what he said. Don't rub your eyes and escape.
大丈夫ですか？傷が痛みますか？
Does your wound hurt?
いや、平気だぜ。次は
What next? I'm fine. Jessica thought that if this was a dream, she didn't want to wake up. And if she were allowed to, she would have wanted to take off the bandage covering her eyes and see him. However, if she did that, surely Canon would vanish like frail candle smoke, just like he himself had said. She was afraid of that. So she satisfied herself with just being able to hear his voice once more, repressing her desire to see him, to hold him. So what hurt her eyes now were tears of gratitude. Tears of gratitude for the god, or else witch, who had given her this miraculous moment.
大丈夫なの？こんなに喋って別に気づかれない。声を聞かれない。
Won't our voices be heard?
隠密の結界を張っています。
I have erected a stealth barrier!
大きな音や声を出さなければ誰も気づきません。
If you don't make any loud noises or speak noisily, no one will notice.
だから誰も僕の気配には気づけない。
That is why no one can notice my presence.
なんだかわからないけど、とにかく静かにしてれば大丈夫ってことなんだな。
Yes, just stay quiet. There's a stealth barrier up.
次はどうするんだ？
What should I do next?
そのままゆっくり10歩ほどを歩いてください。ソファーに触ります。
Please walk 10 steps in the direction you're facing. You will touch the sofa.
それに沿って進んでください。ゆっくりと
Do it slowly.
落ち着いて
Stay calm.
僕の言葉を信じて。
And believe my words.
不思議だぜ。目が見えないってのはあんなにも怖いものだったのに、カノン君と一緒だと全然怖くないよ。
そう、それがソファーです。
Carlos like, whatever. I don't care what you just said. That is the sofa. Keep moving.
左になぞりながらゆっくり進んで、すぐ左にテーブルがあります。 すねをぶつけないように気をつけて。
Ooh, yeah, that would hurt. I hate bumping into things with my shins. That hurts so much. I hate that. Shins are very painful, very sensitive. It was a very, very peculiar and magical team effort. Even though she would be killed in an instant if she was noticed by the terrible witch, there was no fear in Jessica's heart right then. She was being protected and guided by Kanon, who she had thought she would never be able to meet with again. It was probably only a momentary miracle, but even so, Jessica was deeply grateful for it. If she hoped for too much, she was sure that he would disappear. So in order not to break this transient miracle, and in order to engrave this moment into her heart for all eternity, she slowly continued to walk, obeying Kanon's voice.
さあ、さらに10歩歩けば使用人室から出ます。
10 more steps.
そしたら9時の方向を向いてゆっくりとずっと歩いてください。右の壁に手を置き、それに沿ってずっと僕が安全な部屋までお連れします。
I will take you to a safe room. Interesting. There are safe rooms in this mansion. They exist.
そこに行ったらカノン君は帰っちゃうの？
Imagine Kanon says, "I will take you to a safe room," and then next we see she's in the freaking she's in the gold room. She's in the room where there's 10 gold ingots. Yeah, she just says, "Wait, what? What? We solved the ritual? Kanon knows where this room is." I guess, but that will also confirm that the room is in the mansion. Well, would it though? Would it really confirm it? Because maybe we have a time skip, and then while she's playing with Nanjo, maybe over 30 minutes pass, and by that time maybe she walks outside the mansion and finds the room to the what would you even call that room? The freaking gold. I guess I call it the gold room. The room where the 10 tons of gold is. If I go there, will you leave me again, Kanon? I mean, he has to leave you. He's dead. Kanon didn't answer. But even his lack of an answer was enough to let her know that was the truth.
ならやだ。
No, you have to survive.
行きたくないよ。
I don't want to go. Whether you go or not, Kanon's going to disappear eventually.
ここにいれば魔女に殺されます。
いいよ。殺されればカノン君のいる世界へ行けるもん。
If I'm killed, I can go to the world where you are, Kanon.
お嬢様、どうか聞き分けてください。
Milady, you dumb freaking idiot! Please be reasonable, damn!
死者である僕には人の世は眩しくて辛すぎる。だから長くはとどまれません。だからお嬢様、僕に許された時間で、そしたら時間が尽きるまでずっとお嬢様と一緒にいますから。
それがカノン君にできる精一杯なの？
You're acting as if that's not a lot.
はい、その代わり1秒でも長くお嬢様のそばにいるようにします。ずっとお嬢様といてお話をします。
どんなお話？
Whatever you want.
どんなお話がいいですか？
What would you like me to talk about?
カノン君が聞かせてくれるならどん
あ
な話してもいいよ。
Alright, I have an idea. Then let's talk about what we want to talk about. That's what you're doing right now. If you're willing to talk about what we want to talk about, then yeah, we're good.
では
Well then, what do you want to talk about?
勇気のない臆病な使用人の少年の話を。
Okay, just tell her you're gonna talk about your life story. God damn, you don't have to make it sound like it's a third person thing.
太陽のように眩しいお嬢様に恋心を抱き、同じ気持ちを打ち明けられながらも臆病さに負け、ついに生あるうちに自分に素直になれなかった。愚か
なら私もしたいよ。
Watch, she's gonna go about a cowardly girl that couldn't protect a boy. Watch.
大好きな男の子
Yep. Wow.
もっともっと
Wow.
大好きだよ
I never saw that one coming.
勇気を振り絞れなかった臆病な女の子の話をそしてその男の子に再会できる奇跡を神様がくださって
A witch. I give Beato some respect here. A witch. A witch gave you that miracle.
その勇気を振り絞る機会をもう一度与えてもらった女の子が
Again, you're doing it indirectly.
振り絞る話を
You're doing it indirectly. You have to do it directly. You have to tell him directly. Hey, yo, I love you. You're still being third. Both you kind of being third person. I don't like it.
僕もその話を聞きたいです。だからそのためにも行きましょう。安全な場所まで。
カノン君と一緒ならいつまでだってどこまでだって歩くよ。もう目なんていらない。カノン君が踏み出せと言うなら崖の先へだって一歩を踏み出すよ。
Off a cliff? That's wild. Beato! That's how you died, didn't you? She stepped off a cliff real good.
ありがとう。さあ、お嬢様、参りますよ。最初の10歩。
Let's go. The first 10 steps.
嫌だ。ジェシカって呼んでくれなきゃ。やだ。
But unless you call me Jessica. I won't call unless you call me Jessica. Stop calling me my lady.
わかりました。
Canon, call me my man then. Call me my gentleman. Don't call me my lady.
では、ジェシカ、最初の10歩を踏み出して。
Well then, Jessica, take the first 10 steps.
カノン君
So last time, Eva Beto ruined the moment of happiness with George and Shannon. I wonder if she's gonna do the same with Canon and Jessica right now. Quietly, Jessica and Canon snuck slowly out of the servant room. Directly around the corner, the witch could be seen cruelly looking down upon Najo's corpse, but the witch did not even notice their presence. Well, yeah, because, you know, Canon has a barrier up. However, Ronove, who was waiting at her side, met Canon's eyes. Canon thought, oh no, grimacing and blocking Jessica with his back. However, Ronove did not inform his master. As though it had been his imagination that he ever spotted him in the first place, he pretended to know nothing. No, maybe he did appear to chuckle. From a finger on one of Ronove's From a finger on one of Ronove's hands, which were joined behind his back, a single small gold butterfly appeared, flying in front of Canon as though guiding him. Okay. He was undetectable by the master he served. Canon was surprised at the magic that butterfly held, because it was far more powerful than the stealth barrier Canon had. He may not have known, but that power had originally been Ronove's. An imitation of that had been given to Canon by Kinzo, and that was what Canon was using now. So Kinzo stole Ronove's power and gave basically a weaker version of it to Canon. But Ronove's helping him out, giving him a stronger version. Let's go, Ronove. I respect you, Ronove. I like that. As that butterfly of stealth magic scattered gold scales, it grew smaller bit by bit. It probably wouldn't last long. But without doubt, even that would buy them enough time to get far away from the cruel witch.
さあ、お嬢様、その壁に沿い、ずっと歩いていきましょう。ずっと。ずっと。
カノン君と一緒ならどこまでもずっとずっと
Led and protected by the small gold butterfly, the two who were separated by the wall between life and death slowly walked away towards the end of the corridor. There was no way that the evil witch would have any magic to notice their flight. I like how the visual novel is making a point to call Eva Beato an evil witch. Until they had already disappeared down the other end of the corridor, the witch never noticed that Jessica had vanished. She's an amateur. Amateur of a witch. Amateur of the Golden Witch. By the time the gold butterfly Runaway had cast out evaporated completely, Jessica had reached the parlor. Parlor is the safe room you're talking about? It's the parlor all along? Even though she would have been able to make it this far in no time she had been able to see, as she was now, it had been a long, long adventure.
さあお嬢様、客間にたどり着きました。これからお嬢様を窓際のカーテンの束のところまでお連れします。その中に隠れればきっと安全です。
I will now take you to the bundle of curtains by the window. If you hide in there, you'll surely be safe. Bro, I better not hear some Chester 45 going target acquired after this. 410? Please, Chester sisters, chill out on them. Not now. You've done it once, don't do it again.
カーテンの中か。うまいな。私も昔よくそこに隠れたもんだぜ。
So the curtain's not bad. I used to hide in there a long ago.
ベアトリーチェ様。
That's where she was hiding too? Canon called the witch's name. Jessica looked around in surprise, but being unable to see, she obviously couldn't find the witch. Then why is she looking around then? Looking around implies you can see. Beata had appeared once again with a faint form. Canon squared off against the evil witch, but Beata's expression was soft and actually pitying.
どういう気まぐれで僕を蘇らせてくれたのか。僕にはあなたの気持ちがわからない。
Your feelings elude me.
気まぐれに過ぎぬ。いや、魔女とはこうあるべきなのだ。わらわがそれを気づくのに1000年をかけた。それだけの愚かしい話だ。
This is how witches should be. It took me 1,000 years to realize that. That is all a foolish tale.
誰がいるの？
Who's there?
お嬢様、お静かに。彼女は魔女。ベアトリーチェ。僕をお嬢様にもう一度会わせてくれた恩人です。
She's the previous witch. Predecessor. Beatrice. Beato, also known as Beato. I'm in her debt because she let me be with you one more time.
魔女。ベアトリーチェ。
Again, predecessor. Predecessor number 1. Number 2 is Virgilia, but predecessor number 1.
わらわのことなどどうでもよい。それより、早くその女をカーテンの陰に隠すがよい。そなたに残された時間も長くないであろう。ジェシカと最後の語らいに費やすがいい。
You probably do not have much time left. You should spend it in a final conversation with Jessica.
カーテンの束の中で密会とは、そなたらもなかなか味な真似をする。
Still cackling, huh? But this time the cackling has not annoyed me as much as usual, Beato.
ありがとう、ベアトリーチェ。カノン君に会わせてくれてありがとう。
She's thanking Beato just like George thanked Beato. Thank you for letting me be with Canon. Jessica didn't know where Beato was, so she said that while facing in the wrong direction. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. The intention is there. Perhaps because she found that funny, Beato snickered.
あとは愛し合う二人にこの部屋を譲る。邪悪なる魔女に恋話は不要でな。退出させてもらおう。
Evil witches have no need for tales of love, you see. Allow me to retreat. I see.
ベアトリーチェ様、ありがとうございます。
Beatrice-sama, thank you very much.
礼などいらぬ。こんなのでは償いきれぬほど悪行を重ねておることは、そなたがよく知っておろうに。
You know well that something like this isn't enough to compensate for all the evil I have done.
良き魔女には感謝を選別とします。今までがどうであったか。そして これからがどうであるかは知らない。しかし今この瞬間、あなたは間違いなく良き魔女だ。
I can respect that, Canon. I respect that mindset. And I have a similar mindset where I do care what happened in the past, but it's about how you are now and how you're going to be in the future that matters, not how you are in the past. That's what really matters for me. So it's not like we can just forget the past and be like, yeah, that never happened. But you know, remembering history is important. But you gotta look towards the present and of course the future. Right now, Beato's being a good witch. Even I can admit that.
おべっかが過ぎるぞ、カグネが。
Kagune.
次に会う時は期待を裏切らぬ悪しき魔女であるかもしれぬぞ。それではさらば。
And with that, farewell. And she's gone. She's off. Beato left the parlor and closed the door. And mustering the last of her remaining magical powers, she sealed the door. So now they're protected! The fact that those two had escaped into here would eventually be noticed. Well, yeah. And now that the ninth twilight had been reached, no matter how much they struggled, their inescapable fate had already been decided. However, until that final moment, they should be permitted the time to speak with each other of their love. So they're going to die either way. But might as well. The witch poured out all of her magical power to protect their time together. They're going to die either way, but might as well have them have a good last moments before their death. Because that's what the ninth twilight says. They're all going to die anyway. So that no one would be able to defile their time to get alone together until the final moment. Just then, Beato perceived something. Her body had been detected by a magical searching technique. No! Goddammit, Jester Sisters! Jester Sisters! Is it really time to kill Beato now? The cruel-hearted witch's furniture had sniffed this place out.
無粋なるは魔女のゆえんか。若き二人に恋を語らせる気もなしとは。
To think that she didn't even intend to allow the two young ones to speak to each other of their love. Rest in peace, Beato. Alright, what's the percentage?
標的称号仙台ビアトリーチェ卿と確認。百魔防御壁を解析。仮想防御壁72層構成防壁および魔法反応走行。
Hey, come on, let them talk with each other before you kill them. Come on! 72 layers. Isn't that how many demons there are as well? I thought there were 72 demons as well. That's interesting. Interesting number. Attack barrier magic reactive armor.
100万への狙撃は不可能。410へデータリンク。
Snapping to the portal is impossible. Data link to 410. Yeah, I don't know if this 72 layers being in the multi-layer defensive wall and I think there being 72 demons is correlated, but I'll try to remember that, I guess. Alright.
410データ受領。にひ。
にひ。
じゃあ仙台様を先にしちゃえばいいだけの話だに。大ベアトリーチェ卿攻撃許可を。
Great Lady Beatrice, permission to fire, please.
撃ってちょうだい。
Go ahead and shoot. Kill off Beato.
ああ、急所は外してね。
With her vital ears. Oh, you're gonna play with her too?
ババアに聞きたいことがあるの。
There's something I want to ask that old hag. What's the percentage? 97.89. I was right about the second percentage. It's 97.89. So I was kind of right. At first I said it wrong, but then the second time I said it right. 410 firing. God, if these bunny girls, Chester sisters, if they continue to be Eva Beato's furniture, then I'm going to get annoyed by the Nihi eventually, aren't I? Nihi! The Chester sisters' gold bow released a golden snake. It crawled down the corridor starting from the front of the servant room, drawing a soft serpentine curved trajectory as it made for the parlor. I struck through Beato's chest. Oh well, Beato, you tried. Alright, well, you can't come back to being my opponent then if you're dead now, Beato, huh? Prison! This is a new soundtrack, isn't it? Prison. New soundtrack, I think. Gold butterflies gathered, and the cruel witch showed herself there along with her furniture. Shonobe's there.
先代様
There's Shonobe.
二度もの妨害もはや許されませんぞ
He's acting. He's making an act. He will not get away with obstructing us a second time. This soundtrack is banging, by the way. The Chester sisters have gone rusty. Do you think that they failed to bring me down? And twice at that! Norway spoke in a manner fitting for the witch's butler. As she pushed her pain aside, Beato grinned and spoke back. We were ordered to avoid vital areas. What the frick? Any hole you like. Phrasing! Pause! Does anyone in this visual novel... Come on! Does no one in this visual novel know how to phrase sentences? Chester 410 says, as soon as there's an order, we can pierce you at any time through your earring holes, your belly button hole, any hole you like? Bro! Phrasing! Pause! Y'all gotta do better than that. Nihi! You gotta do better phrasing. No furniture is good at phrasing sentences, yo. Y'all are wild. Keep it PG at least. The gold snake that had shot through Beato grew even longer, joined a helix like a morning glory vine, and awaited its next order. It was ready to pierce a vital spot as soon as the merciless switch told it to. He's even more brutal than Beato, I feel like. For what reason would you make them avoid my vital areas? New Beatrice?
聞きたかったのよ。どういう術で逃れたのか知らないけど、私たちはあんたを仕留めたつもりでいたのよ。
I don't know what trick used to escape, but we were under the impression we were taking me out, you know?
そのまま隠れていれば逃れられたもの。どうして危険を冒してまた現れたの？
Why is it that you took the risk of appearing again?
まさか若い二人をかばうためだけに戻ってきたわけ？
It can't be that you came back just to protect those two young people, surely? Who knows? Okay.
さっきだってそうよ。どうして恋人たちを蘇らせて再会なんて甘い真似を？聞けば聞くほどにあなたは私なんて足元にも及ばない邪悪の権化。
The more I hear about you, the more I learn that I don't even reach up to your feet as an incarnation of evil.
そのあなたがどうして急にそんな生ぬるいことを始めたのかってそれを聞きたかったのよ。
Why did you suddenly start acting so mildly? That's what I wanted to ask.
残念ゆえにわらわは気まぐれなの。
Because I am brutal, I am fickle.
それを問うことに意味などあろうか。
How could there be any meaning in asking that?
シエスタ姉妹ヌエ
Just a sister sewer. Well, Beato, it's time for you to go, it seems like. When she ordered that, the gold snake that was curled in a helix and suspended in space moved as fast as a real snake going after its prey and pierced Beato's body multiple times from the front and the back, its golden tail joined an X shape. Ugh. X. As the ruthless witch had ordered, it drew a cross stitch through Beato's chest. The gold thread made a squeaking sound and tormented Beato. Rather than a gold snake aiming for its prey, he waited for orders in midair as if it was a sewing needle ready to sew Beato.
あんたに限って気まぐれなんてあるわけがない。あんたのことを聞いたわ。そして知ったわ。あんたは私ですら足元にも及ばない邪悪のゴンゲよ。私はそんなあなたに実にふさわしい後継者だと思ったの。
You're such an incarnation of evil that I don't even rise up to your feet. I thought I was truly a fitting successor to you.
なのにあなたは邪魔ばかり。
But you've always been in the way.
ぬるいことばかり言って私を呆れさせる。
You always say warm, pleasant things that shock me.
何があなたを変えたの？
What changed you?
1000年間邪悪の限りを尽くしたあなたに。
And she arrived at the answer that doing good is the best all along. After 1,000 years, that was the answer she arrived at. So you who's been a witch for like a day, maybe you don't want to waste 1,000 years yourself. Maybe you can start already and not have to waste 1,000 years.
その1000年を翻すような何が起こったのか、それだけを知りたくて生かしたのよ。
I'll let you live just to find out. What happened to overturn that millennium? Can you guys answer me? Is she Eva's voice actress? She sounds like Eva sometimes, but then she dolphin laughs and sounds completely different than when Eva cackles. She sounds similar but different at the same time. It's like she's perfect for being Eva. If she is a different voice actress, they chose the perfect voice actress to be the younger Eva.
知りたく。
Oh!
そなたも1000年を費やすがよいぞ。
Oh my god! That is really cool! Again, I want to see this animated. I think this is... So, commenters have told me that the first 4 episodes are animated, right? I really need to see this scene animated. This looks so cool. This is so cool, man. Oh, that's really cool. The blood on the back wall. The staff, right? The shadow of Eva Beato in front of her. And she's looking up, still smiling. One eye closed, sweating. But she's still up there. She's still, still resisting, still cocky, confident in herself. I like this. I like this Beato, you know? I suggest you too spend 1,000 years finding out. The cackling as well. It's, this is the first time I actually like the cackling. The first time, alright? When you stand up to Eva Beato. Sewer. Rest in peace, Beato. Beato's chest was once again sewn with a golden cross stitch. He was tightened once again, squeezing fresh blood from Beato's chest. The intense pain it caused ran in conflict with its beauty to the eye.
あんたもひょっとすると死ぬと消えちゃって死体が残らないタイプかもしれないわね。だからあなたをゆっくりと殺すわ。
You might be actually be another one of those who disappear when they die and don't leave a corpse. I'll kill you slowly.
でも私の質問に正直に答えられたら楽に殺してあげる。先代様にぴったりの華麗で豪華で優しい死を与えてあげる。水を張りバラで埋めた棺桶に沈めてあげるわ。素敵でしょ。それでも話せないの？あなたの心変わりの理由。
The reason for your change of heart. What was the reason? If you speak honestly, she said she was gonna give you a gentle death, Beato.
聞かれたことを答えぬもまた邪悪なる魔女の優越よ。
Not answering what she's asked is also one of the pleasures of an evil witch.
ぬえ2つ。
Sue her twice.
もちろん答えてくれなくていいの。だってそうやっていじめてるんだもの。
Of course, you don't have to answer. After all that way, I get to torture you. Dolphin laugh.
無限の魔法は本当に素晴らしいわ。思えば の世はすべからく有限。人の世に無限などありはしない。それは神が無限であるがゆえに、人の世を見下すためすべての無限を取り上げたからよ。
The infinite cannot exist in the human world. Because God is infinite, He deprived the human world of all infinities so that He could look down upon it. God is mentioned a second time here after Jessica mentioned God. You're a witch, not God. A difference.
なればつまり無限の力とは神の力。
Oh, okay.
遊べば遊ぶほどにさらに楽しい遊び方を見つけられる素敵な力。その力を1000年も思うがままに使い暴れ回ったあなたがなぜ今頃になって心変わりをしたの？まさか私に譲ったから惜しくなってとかじゃないわよね。
Why are you having a change of heart now? Don't tell me you just miss it now that you hand it over to me. What I really like about Beato is that she says she's not answering because it's an evil witch thing to do as well. But I really like is that she's already aware because she used to be her. She knows her older self herself, right? Beato knows about how she used to be like. Beato knows that if she tells Eva Beato the reason, it's not going to matter, right? Like, Eva Beato's not going to listen. She's going to continue being evil. It's not gonna matter. So she just plays this evil witch persona in front of Eva Beato, and I really like it. Thanks for being born. That's an interesting name for a soundtrack.
そなたがそうだと信じている無限の魔法など魔法にあらず。真の魔法の力とはそなたなどでは到底至れぬ深淵にあるのだ。
それに気づいたから？それは何？
それに気づけず1000年をさまよえ。愚かな魔女よ。
I feel like Beato's talking to her younger self here. Like, yeah, she's talking to Eva Beato, but she's also talking to herself from 1,000 years ago. She's talking to her own heart. This is Beato moving on in a way.
ぬえ、今度は3つ。
They continued embroidering Beato's chest with the gold thread. It tightened even more, causing Beato more and more pain.
まあいいわ。死に損ないのババアが何を達観したかなんてもう興味も何もない。
I'm not the least bit interested in anymore in what deep understanding some good as dead hack came to. Well, yeah, you never respected your elders, Eva Beato. You never respected Eva, and you never really respected Beato either. So it's not like I'm expecting you to understand that life experience matters, okay? People who've experienced more life, they know more than people who've experienced less life. That's just how it is, okay? There's knowledge and a lot of valuable things to be learned from older people. And that's a fact. That's facts. That's why whenever I talk to really old people, like, I usually take time to genuinely listen to. If they have advice or anything to say, I genuinely try to listen to what they say because I know some old people, right? They've lived 3 times the amount I have. You know, they've been on this world 3 times the amount I have, right? So listening to them is a good idea. Just saying, you're young, you may not know things, but they know things you don't know because they've seen the world so much more. Also, this soundtrack, this piano is getting me.
もう飽きたからあっさり殺してあげるわ。
I'm bored now, so I'll kill the kid quickly.
あんたを殺せば客間の結界は解ける。
If I kill you, the barrier to the parlor will be undone. Yeah, and I'm sure by then Jessica and Canon have had plenty of time to talk with each other. So Beato's mission has succeeded either way. Frick you.
そしたらカノンとジェシカもたっぷりいじめ殺してあげるわね。愛し合う2人を同時におもちゃにできるなんてこれは楽しそうよね。
Dolphin laugh? crazy.
殺せ。
Kill her. Is she finally dead? Without missing by a millimeter, the gold swinging thread shot through Beato's heart. So witches have hearts? That intense pain was worse than all the pain before that put together. Beato finally remembered the actual feeling of dying, which she had forgotten over 1,000 years. Yeah, she's died before, when she was a human. But she couldn't die. She must not die! If she died, the Twin the Parlor would be handed over to the brutal witch. So she definitely couldn't die. She resolutely refused to die! She gains magic power from that resolution.
新しきベアトリーチェ、頼みがある。
I have a request.
客間の二人の仰せは短い時間のものだ。砂時計で測れる程度の時間でカノンは冥府へ消えるだろう。その程度の時間どうか許してはくれぬか。
Would you please allow them that much time? The amount of time an hourglass can measure, bro.
いやよ。
No way!
愛し合う二人を引き裂くのって楽しいんでしょ。あなたが言ったわ。だから私やってみたいの。
ならばその快楽貴様に味わわせるわけにはいかぬ。楽しいぞ、恋人たちを引き裂くの。
そうやね。きっと楽しいわよね。だから邪魔しないで。もっと縫
Sue her more.
え。縫え縫え縫
Sue, Sue, Sue. Nue, nue, nue.
え。
Nihi!
410了解。
For 10 understood. They have sewn her quite a bit. The merciless gold sewing needle sewed its golden thread through Beato's heart over and over again. However, no matter how much it tightened, that heart did not stop. That heart says, I don't care if you cut me through, run me through. Oh, pause. I will not stop.
まだまだこの程度では足りぬな。この程度では死んではやれぬ。
You'll have to do better than this to kill me.
何をしてるの？このババアのおしゃべりを止めなさい。早く殺すのよ。
Kill her quickly.
殺してます。何度も心臓を縫い止めてるのに、こいつの心臓止まらないんです。
Her heart won't stop. Yes, science can't explain that. That's willpower.
あんた不死身なの？
Are you immortal? No, she's not.
まさかそなたに無限は譲り渡した。鼓動を刻める数など残すところたかが知れている。だがそれを一つ余計に刻むことでこの部屋の二人にわずかでも長い時間を与えられるならその程度の抵抗を永遠に続けようぞ。
That's ironic, because he gave off eternity to her. The endless, he gave it to her. But you'll still continue the resistance to eternity, even though you can't. But you will. Because you will.
縫え。こいつの心臓が動きを止めるまで縫い続けよ。
Keep sewing until her heart stops beating. Why doesn't she die? This is impossible. Her heart is soon in place, so why doesn't it stop?
ならいいや。心臓を内側から爆破してやるに。かわいそうに 逆らわなければ綺麗に死ねてるに。
Fine, then we'll make the hearts explode from the inside. Yeah! How pitiful, and you could have died cleanly if you hadn't resisted us. Explode from the inside? Is it gonna work? That's a lot of snakes. The gold needle and thread made round trips over and over as they spoke. And still Beato didn't expire! The barbarous witch was at last starting to turn pale. How unnatural this was.
お前一体何者なの？
Where in the world are you? Say your name.
わからぬだろう。わらわわからなかったさ。だがな、どうやつまりあらわは今こそなった本当の魔
A
女
witch?
になった
A true witch!
心臓内部に爆心固定。
Center of explosion stabilized in heart interior.
瞬間準備よし。
Primed and ready.
爆破。
Detonate! Did that work? Did that do the trick? There was a deafening sound, and gold leaf and a flutter of gold butterflies were scattered around the area. That finally did the trick. Berto's chest had opened wide from the inside. And from that, gold butterflies and gold leaf erupted, staining the surrounding area gold. Then, Beato's body crumpled. Her body? So her body doesn't turn into butterflies? Just her chest? Like a puppet whose strings had been cut, she crumpled and sank down to the floor. However, in the air, a gold heart tied by gold threads floated and continued to beat. The heart is still beating! Hey yo! That is legendary! Oh. Ah. Your heart, your body resists, your mind succumbs, so why does your heart resist? That's a nice reference right there. That's a Birth by Sleep reference right there. Even though it was quoted wrong on purpose, so that it could work in this context. But except her mind didn't resist, so that her mind didn't succumb, so that doesn't really work. Huh? I should use a different. Well, I tried my best, okay. But the heart resists. The heart still beats. Even you Chester sisters can't explain it. None of you can explain it. The heart will continue to beat.
化け物だ。
Imagine you two calling her a monster. You witches, you two from another world of magic, calling her a monster? That's wild. We humans call you monsters, and you're calling her a monster? That means she's wild. She's crazy. She's crazy. Yeah, she's achieved true witch levels. If she gets called a monster by the Chester sisters, and you of some other world, that means she's reached the level of true witch right there. When the Chester sisters saw that, they fell on their behinds in shock. Somehow, even though Beata had become nothing more than a heart, it still kept beating, continuing to protect the barrier to the parlor. Even still, that's willpower. It was an immeasurably immense magical power, impossible to measure. Yeah, that's what immeasurable means. In other words, infinite and endless. It doesn't matter. This is true magic. This is true witchery.
無限の魔女は私でしょ。
I'm the endless witch, right? Yeah, there's magic that surpasses the endless.
なんでこのババアこんなになっても生きてんのよ。
Why is this old hack still alive after all this?
シエスタ姉妹、あの心臓を砕くのよ。
Smash that heart.
早く。
Quickly.
無理です。申し訳ありません。
It's impossible. Even the Chester sisters can do this. Even 45 can do this.
私たちにはできません。
We cannot do it.
無理でしょ
It is probably impossible.
う。何人たりともあの心臓を打ち砕けはしません。
No number of people could crush that heart.
竜王陛下の兵士風情ではとてもとても
Much less the likes of the soldiers who serve under His Highness the Dragon King. Dragon King? Who the hell is that? His Highness the Dragon King? What? Okay, so these Chiesto sisters are serve under the Dragon King.
なら無限の魔女である私になら打ち砕けるということでしょ
And then the switch like me should be able to crush it, right?
私の力は神の力だもの
Upper is a god's power. And I'm telling you, that heart surpasses your endless power.
恐れながらあなた様の力ではベアトリーチェ様の無限には傷一つつけられません
I'm afraid to say that your power cannot leave a single scratch on Beatrice-sama's endless nature.
どういう意味よ
Let's go, Ronobe. Talk to her. Just what do you mean by that?
影を知らずして光がないよう有限を知らずして無限もまたなし
Damn! Hey, that's a quote right there! Oh my god! In the same way that there is no light without knowledge of shadows, there is also no endless without knowledge of the limited. Facts! Fact! You cannot have endless without the limited, alright? You cannot have happiness without sadness, alright?
ベアトリーチェお嬢様の真の無限の力の前にあなた様の脆弱な魔力ではとてもとても及びません
Before my lady Beatrice's true endless power, your flimsy magical power is very, very lacking.
何それ
What is that supposed to mean? That you suck! That you don't know the true meaning of being a witch. The cruel witch stepped back in surprise. It was more transparent than a lace curtain. But Beato's form, no. Beatrice's form was still standing there. Even after taking on this wretched appearance, she would not allow evil through that door. At that time, a shadow just as faint as Beatrice stood behind her. It was Kanon.
ベアトリーチェ様、ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
このご恩は忘れません。
I will not forget this favor you have done for me.
恩の数が恨みの数を超えたらその言葉をもう一度聞こうぞ。もう良いのか。
Are you done?
はい、本当にありがとうございました。そしてベアトリーチェ様ももう大丈夫です。どうかお楽になさってください。
You have done enough. Please be at peace.
そうか、もう良いのか。
何よ
This piano, though.
なんであんたたちは先代のババアをベアトリーチェと呼ぶのよ。ベアトリーチェは私の名前でしょ。新しき黄金の魔女、そして無限の魔女である私の名前のはずよ。
ブレー
When she screams, she does sound like Eva sometimes, though.
ド、ベアトリーチェ様の名を語るな。
How dare you assume Beatrice is someone's name? And that's coming from Kanon, who hated her the most, yo. From the very beginning. Even before I hated Beato as much as I did. Kanon was always the one hating on her. For him to say this, yo. What gal?
恐れながらベアトリーチェ様の名は無限の魔女を冠せられるお方が名乗られるべきもの。今や先代はあなた様を指すものでございますよ。
He's laughing! Let's go, Ronobe! Even Ronobe respects it. By now, the term predecessor refers to you. What did you say?
さらばだ。
Farewell, Kanon.
どうせすぐに出ます。新しき悪夢。
I'll meet you soon anyway, in a new nightmare.
新しい夜の悪夢にて再びベアトリーチェ様のもとも 失礼いたします。
失礼いたします。Cannon's form grew faint and he disappeared into thin air. He disappeared as well. Okay. After watching him go, Beatrice's form also grew faint, and before disappearing, it stumped over onto the floor. Then there was a splat. The golden heart, which had been floating in midair, had lost its sparkle, become blood-stained flesh, and fallen to the ground. How frail it was. It was ragged and full of holes. But until just now, it had sparkled so much and had continued to beat forcefully. That heart still barely managed to beat. However, it was only a matter of time before it stopped. It still managed to beat, yo! This is the greatest heart of all time, yo! It's still beating! Beatrice, whose form had become fragile and faint like incense smoke, lay on the floor, steadily watching her own heart. There, the cruel witch could be seen.
何が無限よ。現にこうしてぶっ倒れてるじゃない。有限のある無限なんてそんな矛盾存在するわけもない。
Endlessness with limits, that's a contradiction. It can't possibly exist.
これがあんたの魔法の限界なのよ。有限は無限に劣る。
The limited is inferior to the infinite. Beatrice no longer had the energy even to respond. No, in fact, it was doubtful whether the words of the cruel witch even reached her ears.
あんたが本当に無限の魔女なら立ち上がってみなさいよ。どう？立てないでしょ？どうして立てないと思う？あんたが無限の魔女じゃないからよ。
The merciless witch poked Beatrice's heart with her fingernail. Beatrice had no words with which to respond to that provocation. However, instead of words, she returned a single expression. The heart beats stronger! Bang! It looked insulting only to the cruel witch. She smiled, okay. Beatrice, because she had gently curved her mouth and smiled. Look at that. Look at that. Footsteps were approaching that place. There was no way she could mistake them. That boisterous noise of shoes against the ground was the sound of Battler's footsteps! Woo! Battler, come on!
バトラーか。偉そうなこと言っても、わらわはこのざまよ。そなた、本当の魔女というのをわらわなりに頑張ってみたぞ。
ああ、見てたぜ。
I was watching.
なあ、これでわらわは魔女になれたかな。そなたの対戦相手の資格できたかな。
Battler, your response is my response. Remember that. We're together, me and you. Go on, Battler.
ダメだな。
ダメだな。全然ダメだ! Battler sat down unbelievably bluntly. Taking a painful breath, Beatrice saw that and sneered at herself as though she should have expected it.
そっか。本当の魔女への道はまだまだ険しいな。だがわらわは屈しぬぞ。そなたわらわの苛波に決して屈しなかったように 必ず本当の魔女になってそなたの対戦相手に認められてやる。
ああ、ダメだな。
ダメだな。
全然ダメだ。
全然ダメだ。ダメだな。全然ダメだ。
お前は俺の対戦相手じゃない。
You aren't my opponent. The brutal witch raised her foot high. Below it was Beatrice's frail heart.
死ねよババア。ぐちゃっと潰れてそれでも無限が示せるってんなら示してごらんなさいよ。魔女は私よ。黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェは私なのよ。死ね
ああ、ダメだ。全然ダメだ。
全然ダメだ! Let's go. What's up? Whoa.
ここは
Hey, yo! Battler is so freaking Chad! He was able to pull Eva Beato, to another dimension, a parallel world. Beato said that Eva Beato could never cross to this world, because there are parallel worlds that will never cross. Okay, there's nothing Beato could do to make her meet Battler. Battler said, "Okay, frick that. I'm gonna make her. I'll force her to come to our realm, and I'll have a chat with her." ダメだぜ! 全然ダメだ! We're gonna continue this next time, everybody. Holy crap, I've been recording for a while, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how long we've been recording. I might have hit 2 hours there. Maybe even longer. I don't really know. I had so much fun, so it doesn't really matter. Even if it is over 2 hours, I've had so much freaking fun. This was an amazing part of Umineko when they cry. I hope you guys have enjoyed this very much, at least as much as I've enjoyed reading this. Next time, I don't know if it's going to be the last part, because I don't know how many chapters we're gonna have in this visual novel, but yeah, I will see you guys next time for some more shenanigans. Let's see what Battler has to say to Evaberto after pulling her to this dimension. She's going, "Where am I?" It's crazy. So yeah, as you can imagine, I've been recording a video that's longer than I usually record videos because of how good this part was. I'd never wanted to stop, but I have to stop at some point, and I think this is the best time to do so. We've gone to a whole new realm, so we'll finish, quote unquote, this off next time. I don't really know if it's really a finish or not, because like I said, I don't really know if next time is the last part. So we'll find out if it is or not next time. I don't really know, but we'll keep it going next time. I hope you guys have enjoyed this part of Umineko and Crying. Yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed at least as much as I've enjoyed doing it. And alright, y'all, peace.